Hello. Hi, everybody. Hello. Happy Fabulous Monday to everyone. I hope you all are having an amazing day. Those that are joining me on Facebook Live, those that are joining me on Periscope. Periscope, I apologize. Had some technical difficulties on last week, and I could not go live with you all. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Hello. Let me see. Prophet Avon. I couldn't really finish reading all the letters, but thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Hello, Facebook Live. Thank you all for tuning in and joining me on today. I'm super excited. Hey, Prophetess Valerie, thank you so much for coming on live. I'm excited, super excited. To everyone that's joining me on Facebook Live, everyone that's joining me on Periscope Live, please make sure you invite and share this with your friends and followers and let them know that we are live for Prophetic Monday. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you for taking the time out to join me and let me know where you're from. If you're on here for the first time, I would love to say hello and shout you out. Hi, Money. Thank you so much for coming on and joining us today. I am super excited, y'all. Okay, y'all know who I am. For those of you who are following me for the first time, I am Prophetess Trish Opposition. I am outside of Alabaster, Alabama, CEO and visionary of Trish M Ministries, where and I am also the assistant pastor, the executive pastor at Mind of Christ International, where I serve alongside my prophetic husband, amen, senior pastor Derek Morissette. We are a prophetic church. We are apostolic ministry. Many of you who notice I do all things prophetic, from training and cultivating the anointing that's on people's lives, to having prophetic conferences and seminars, to prophetic retreats. So we have a lot going on right now when it comes to the prophetic. If you know that you are thirsty in this area, y'all listen to me, because I'm gonna do some real quick church announcements. If you know that you are thirsty in the area of the prophetic, meaning that you're hungry for more of God, more of hearing his voice, more of understanding your dreams and your visions, more of understanding what God has shown you and given you, I encourage you to enroll in the Academy of Prophetic People. We have live classes every other week. We have classes that are already uploaded, hundreds of hours of prophetic teachings that are definitely going to change your life. If you've not checked out the Academy of Prophetic People, join us now at joinappnow.com. It's a super investment, a wonderful investment to your next level. And it's affordable, y'all. It's only $39. That helps us keep the program running, keep our systems in place, and help it to be successfully set up on the platform that it is in. So if you guys want to join us at joinappnow.com. Hi, Prophetess Carlita. So happy you're on. Hey, Sylvia. Oh, my goodness, you're a first time. Let us know where you're from, Sylvia. So glad you have joined us on today. Y'all, guess what? Next week, y'all mark your calendars. We have a prophetic seminar. Myself and Prophetess Tanikia Hill, one of my colleagues, we're going to be doing a prophetic seminar. This is online. You do not have to come to us, but it's a prophetic seminar called the Prophetic Promises of the Latter Rain. So, you know, God strategically gave me that because we're in that, like, the halfway point. We've passed more than halfway of this year, and there are some promises that are going to happen in the latter part of this year, and the latter rain in general, of what God is saying in his word. We're going to be teaching on that, and we're going to be prophesying different things that God gives us. And so if you've not joined us for that, please make sure you check it out at trishmnow.com, at trishmnow.com. Sylvia, Mobile, Alabama. Okay, you're in my home state, Alabama. I'm originally from Jackson, Alabama, so I'm excited to have you on. All right, so let me see. Do I have any more church announcements before I release this word? The Elijah Encounter Prophetic Retreat. Oh my gosh, we just opened enrollment. Y'all, listen, we just opened registration for it, but listen, we've already had people to enroll, to register for that. That is next year in 2020. Why do we do it so far in advance? Because we want to give you time to pay your monies, because the retreat is $500 for individuals and $750 for couples if you do it by early bird. But listen, all you have to do is pay your deposits, and you can make small payments up until next year sometime, until your final payments are made. Now, this retreat, this includes your room, y'all. We have a mansion that we have rented out. It's over 12,000 square feet. It holds over 70 people. This is going to be a first come, first served basis. So if you are thinking about it, get your deposit in so you could join us. This year was phenomenal. It was absolutely amazing. We had a powerful time. The teachings were, oh my gosh. And this is going to include your room. This is going to include food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks in between, except for one night where we go out on the town and we have a restaurant that is reserved for us. And also includes your teaching material, everything that you're going to get. So you can't beat that with a bad 4 days, 3 nights, $500, food included, your room included, everything is included. So we hope you guys join us. If you're considering it, please join us. Hi, Aisha from Montgomery. Yeah, you're right outside. We're outside of Birmingham right now. So you're right outside of us, Aisha. And so the last thing is just our prophetic conference that's in September, the Speak Lord Prophetic Mega Conference, September 19th and 20th, I believe, or 21st. It's somewhere. It's that Friday, Saturday. So we hope y'all can join us for that. All right. With that being said, I hope you guys that have joined us have shared this and let everybody know that we are live. We are moving. Hey, Prophetess Ava, thank you for joining. Prophetess Danelle, I see you on. Hey, Wendy, my cousin, just finished talking with her. So good to see so many people watching us and tuning in. Andrea from Jackson, Tennessee, praise you the Lord. Wow, that's awesome. First time from Mobile. I'm getting a lot of people from outside of my hometown tuning in. Praise God. Mobile, Alabama is in the house and representing. Hi, Prophetess Nikkei. It's so good to have you on. Andrea, so good to see you on first time. Oh, God is so good, y'all. So I don't take it lightly that you guys have given me your time. You know, I don't try to keep you on here long. So I'm just going to give you this word that God has given me as I was preparing and meditating this morning on what is God saying? What do you want me to release to the hearts of your people? So I pray that you are tuning in. Ross, I see you first time just from Fort Valley, Georgia. All right, we are representing this morning the South, the dirty South, from Georgia to Alabama. I love it. Tennessee. God is so good. Amen. All right, y'all. I'm going to charge your faith on today. For those of you that tuned in last time I was on, I was talking about who is he? And I was talking about God, and when you're going through different situations and different circumstances of life, God was challenging us. He said, who am I to you in this moment, in this struggle, in this issue, in this situation, in this circumstance? So that's what I was talking about last week. But God reminded me, and I put this in my blog for those of you that get my newsletter. Y'all read this, but I'm going to reiterate this. There was a moment in the Bible where, you know, the situation where Lazarus had died. Y'all follow me. I'm going to walk through this. I'm going to walk through it quickly. I'm going to give you this word and then I'm getting off. There was this moment in the Bible where Lazarus had died, and Mary and Martha, everybody's crying. You know, they had sent for Jesus. Jesus waited 4 days before he came. Lazarus had been dead. He's thinking by now. All this stuff is going on. Everybody's mad. So Jesus finally makes it to Lazarus, to the area where Lazarus is in. And I believe it was Mary. And Mary said, now God, you know, she was talking to Jesus. She said, now, Master, Lord, she said, if you had been here, he wouldn't have died. And Jesus had to explain who he was to her. He was like, listen, Mary, he said, in your presence right now is the resurrection. I am the resurrection. What seemed dead can be resurrected through me. What seems lifeless can be given life through me. And he goes on to say a few other things, and he looks at Mary and he says, do you believe? And one of the things, and I really paid attention, and my husband brought this out in service a week or so ago, one of the things that Mary said, now I'm talking to some Marys right now, because we got some things we're believing. I'm married, okay, listen, because I got some stuff I'm believing God for, that God is going to breathe on and just take to the next level and do all of these fabulous things. So I know I'm talking to some Marys out there, even my guys that are listening in. You're in this instant, you're a type of Mary. We're all a type of Mary. And so Jesus looked at Mary, and he told her this, and he asked her, he said, now, do you believe? Now, Mary, instead of saying, yes, God, I believe, instead of saying, yes, God, I know that you could do this, she avoids the question. And she says, well, I believe you're the Son of God. I believe you're the Messiah. But that's not what he asked. He said, I'm the resurrection. He said, I'm the one that can bring everything that's dead in your life. He said, I'm the one that can bring it to life. I am the one that can heal. I'm the one that can deliver. I'm the one that can make a crooked place straight. Do you believe, Mary? She's like, well, I believe you're the Son of God. And, I believe that, have you ever had a moment where you got a situation, right? You got something that you're believing God for. You're putting your hand to the plow and you're working hard, whether it's on a relationship, a business, a ministry, or whatever it is. And you're setting your hand to the plow and you're working, and then all of a sudden something happens. And now you're praying and being like, okay, God, will you bless? Will you move? Will you do this? And God is like, well, do you believe? And he was like, well, you know what, God, you did it for, I saw, you blessed such and such, and you blessed such and such. But God is saying, some of you are not really answering the question as if, do you really believe that he can do this? Because do you really believe that he can heal somebody, deliver somebody? You've been praying for somebody to be saved for so long. They dead in the spirit. They walking after some foolish things. They doing crazy things. They talking crazy, walking crazy. Your money funny, relationships. I mean, a whole bunch of stuff is going on. And so you're praying and you're not really thinking about what you're praying for or who you're praying to. And God is saying, I really want you to take a minute right now and analyze this and say, he said, because I really want to know, do you believe that I can do this? Do you believe that I can deliver? Do you believe that I can heal? Mary avoided the question, and she took it around the world and back. And he said, many of you are avoiding the question, the question that he's asking. Do you believe that I can do this? I preached a sermon, and I think I talked about this before, that when the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they were playing with LeBron, and LeBron was on the team and he was the leader, and they were down to Golden State Warriors. They were down 3-1. All right, they were down 3-1, and Tyronn Lue, the coach, got on the plane and he looked at them, because they would have made history to win 3 games straight to come back to beat Golden State Warrior. He got on the plane and he said, listen, anybody that's on this plane that don't believe that we can do this, he said, you could get off my plane right now. He said, anybody on this plane that don't believe that miracles and breakthrough and a championship can be won on my side, on my team, with my God. He said, I'm putting my own sugar coating on that, because I'm taking it to the word. I'm taking it to God. And he said, if there is anybody on this plane that do not believe that we tapping into next level, that we're tapping into breakthrough, that God is about to deliver, that God is about to heal, if you don't believe, then you need to get on my plane. God is saying, some of you need to analyze, who is it that's riding on your plane? Who is it that's sitting on your car? Who is it that's on your team that is there but not really there, that believe but don't really believe? He said, watch who you touching and agreeing with. You call yourself touching and agreeing with in this season, because you touching them, but they ain't in full agreement with you. They just there for the ride. Come on, somebody. You got to understand that in this season of transition and next level, you got to not only know without a shadow of a doubt that if you're on this plane riding with God, you got to believe that you're going to come back down 3-1 and beat up on somebody, beat up on the demons that's been beating up on you for years, for months, for centuries, beating up on poverty, beating up on lack, beating up on broken relationships, beating up on an unsaved spouse. That demon that's been wreaking havoc in your life in your finances, in your mind. God is saying, you on the plane with me right now. If you don't believe that I can do this, I need you to get off. Okay, so God is saying, I'm charging your faith. Not only am I charging your faith, I'm challenging your faith. That if you don't believe in this very moment that we are going to win, not only are we going to win, we're going to overcome. And the thing that's been trying to overcome you, you won't have to worry about again. God is saying, who is it that's on my plane that don't believe that I can do this? Who is it that's on my plane that don't believe that we're about to tap into the latter part of this year? Come on, somebody. I'm tapping into my prophetic seminar a little bit, that the latter part of this year is about to blow somebody's mind. So if you are looking and you on this plane ready to surge into the latter part of this year, from July to August, September, October, November, December, claiming it now, that the latter part of this year that you on the plane with God, and y'all about to tap into some blessings and some breakthrough, some open doors, some favor, some grace, some mercy, some healing, some deliverance. You're on the plane with God. And he said, if you're on my plane, he said, you better believe without a doubt that we about to win. Come on, somebody. Teron Lou looked at the Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron included, and he challenged LeBron and everything else, everybody else that was sitting on a seat on that plane. If you with me, you got to have your mindset right now that no matter what it looks like, no matter what it seems like, we about to win. And if you don't believe that, I will politely excuse you. I will politely dismiss you, because apparently you don't have the plans of God in mind. Apparently, I got somebody on my team that don't believe like I believe. Come on, somebody. Ask yourself, is there somebody on your team that's not charging you, that's not pushing you, that's not challenging you to believe at another level? Oh, come on. This is so good. Somebody in your circle need to be challenging you to believe at another level, because if you believe at the same level, you're going to get the same results. But if you believe at another level, you're going to get greater results. And you're going to be on the plane with God going to your next level. You're going to be on the plane with God doing things that you've never done before, experiencing things that you've never experienced before, having breakthrough that you've never had before. So it's like Teron Lou was a type and shadow of God. And he's looking at us, and me included, because I'm preaching to me. He's saying, listen, Trish, if you don't believe that we can do this, I will politely dismiss you off my plane, because apparently you're not ready to soar yet. Apparently you're not ready to climb yet. And he said, understand this, Trish, that when we climbing ain't easy, because when have you ever tried to climb a stairs? When you try to climb stairs and try to climb a mountain, you get tired, you get a little weary, you like, oh God, how much more do we have to go? How much longer is this gonna take? He said, but if you with me and you on this plane with me, he said, you gotta know that we're going somewhere. And when we climb into the top of the mountain, when we're soaring to the top of the mountain, you're gonna get a little tired. He said, but don't get weary in your well doing, because you're about to reap. I just want to know if you're ready. He said, because if you're ready, you're about to get another level of blessings and another level of breakthrough. But I gotta first recognize if you're ready for it. He said, because listen, if you're on my plane, and I'm going to use me as the example. He said, if you're on my plane, Trish, and you really don't believe that we're going to do this, he said, I'm going to dismiss you off my plane, and I might come back around next season to see if you're ready again. He said, but all I know is where I'm at right now, Trish. All I know is what I'm about to do right now, Trish. And I'm telling you that what we're about to do ain't going to be easy, but I need to know if you're in it to win it. He's looking at somebody and he's telling you right now, I'm telling you right now, I'm prophesying to you right now that it ain't going to be easy, but God is saying, are you on this to win? Are you down? We down 3-1 right now, but it's okay. It ain't over, because God is saying, he said, look, with me, all things are possible. Miracles are in the making. Breakthrough is on the horizon. Destiny is staring you in your face, but it ain't going to be easy. I just need to know if somebody on my plane that ain't supposed to be on my plane. So he's looking at everybody that's watching him live right now. He's looking at everybody that's listening to him live right now. And he's saying, yep, this message is for you, you, and you, because I need to know, are you really with me in this season? For the latter part of this year, are you really with me? Are you really ready to soar? Because if you, just like Teron Lou said, if you're not really with me, I will politely dismiss you off my plane. That is good. That is challenging, but it is good, because I was in prayer this morning and I was like, God, we doing this, we got this and this going on. And I'm like, God, what we doing? Where we going? Like, how you want to do? God was like, listen. It don't matter what it looked like. He said, I just need to know if you're with me. I just need to know if you're ready to climb. I just need you to know if you're ready to handle the pressure. I just need to know. He said, because Trish, if you're not ready, then again, I'm going to dismiss you off my plane. Being dismissed by God ain't going to feel good, because listen, the thing that he had for you, right, in this now season will be put on hold because you're not ready. So he's saying, I need you to know that in order for you to get on my plane and stay there, he said, you got to be able to handle pressure. You got to be able to handle opposition. You got to be able to handle losing some people like never before. Listen, y'all, listen. Y'all think I'm talking about friends. A lot of y'all don't even have a lot of friends. I ain't talking about friends. I'm talking about people close to you, like family, maybe even co-workers. I'm talking about that type of stuff. He said, because in this season, when you get on the plane with me, he said, there are some people that that can't get on the plane with you, that can't get on the plane with me because they don't believe at the level that we're believing. He said, listen, you're not going to be able to take everybody with you in this season. Everybody can't get on the plane because the plane just don't fit them. The plane is the vision. The plane is the destiny. The plane is your favor. The plane is your breakthrough. He said, your breakthrough, everybody can't fit in your breakthrough. Everybody can't fit in your favor. Everybody can't fit on your journey. He said, you got to understand that when I say people, you're trying to take somebody that's close to you. Matter of fact, somebody thinks is really good for a certain position or really good to help you with something. God is telling you, no, that ain't it. And he's going to reveal them to you very soon indeed, that they're not going to be able to go because they can't handle the pressure that you're about to handle. They can't handle the next level. And matter of fact, they're not even going to be able, they're not strong enough to push you through opposition. They're not strong enough to push you past pressure. They're not strong enough to help you maneuver your plane. Come on, somebody. So there are some people that are going to have to take a step back off of your plane. And it's okay. He said, because where we're going, we got to soar. We got to handle opposition. We got to climb mountains, and everybody's not fit for that. And so God is looking at y'all. He's looking at me. He's looking at all of us. And he's doing just like Teron Lou said, if you don't believe that we could do this, then you need to get off of my plane. Okay, everybody listen. If you don't believe that you and God can do this right in this season, in this year, the latter part of this year, I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, but whatever it is that God gave you, he said, if you don't believe that we could do this, get off my plane, because what he's doing is now. And if he got to put you on the back burner and come back around to your year, 2 years, or 5 years from now, then he might just do that. He may redeem the times. I don't know. I ain't God, and I can't tell you he will do that. But I know that what he's saying right now is he's challenging you. Who? Do you believe what he's saying? He just in that instant, he just took me right back to Mary. He said, when I ask you, do you believe that we're going to come back from a 3-1 deficit? Mary, do you believe that I could do this? Don't play with God. Don't be like, well, God, well, I know you've done it before, but I'm not sure if you're doing it for me in this now season. Maybe next year. Maybe now is not the time. He's looking at you like, no, I'm not talking about next year. I'm asking you right now, do you believe, Mary, that I could do this? Do you believe that even though Lazarus stink and he don't look like he got life in him, even though he don't look like he can live, even though he look like he just dead and gone, even though it don't look like your money is right now, all I want to know, Mary, is do you believe that we're coming back? Do you believe that we're coming back? Do you believe that we're coming back? Because if you don't believe, Mary, listen, God is not a respecter person. If you don't believe, Mary, I need you to get off my plane. That's a hard word, Okay, I know it's hard because it hit me first. I'm like, well, now do I? I mean, God, I'm down like 4 flat tires. What we doing? Barbecuing a meal doing? I mean, I'm ready. I mean, wherever part. And I'm like that man in the Bible. I believe, but if there's a part in me that's like got some kind of unbelief, God, just get it out. Get it out. Because no. I'm ready. I ain't finna go around the world by answering that question. Mary's like, well, I believe the Messiah. I believe the Son of God. No, I need to know if you believe we could do this. Okay? Because if you're not, get off his plane. That was for me too. Because I'm believing God for great things. I'm believing God and I'm feeling like, oh God, we working, doing so much, God. Do you believe? If not, get off his plane. Love y'all. I hope that was a blessing. Share that with a Mary that needs to hear what God is saying, because we don't want her to miss out on the latter promises of this year. All right. I love y'all. Be blessed. Make sure to share it, and we'll talk to y'all soon.